Good morning, and welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. It's 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, I know. But it is what it is. So I am going to figure out what to do with what I'm doing right now once I'm done. And I kind of know, but I kind of don't. And here's me making a semicircle and trying to get it looking like a semicircle, sort of. And I get there. I could have used a compass. I could have used Da Vinci. I could have used a lot of tools, but it's 2:30 in the morning and I didn't want to. If I creep down the stairs and get a dinner plate, I'm going to wake up the DOG, and the DOG will wake up the HUSBAND. So I'm tiptoeing around here doing this so as not to bother the men in my life. You got to salvage what you can as an artist. But here I am doing math again. Lord have mercy. And I did it on my paper, and I got kind of close. I'm trying to divide this into 5 sections. So how many times does 5 go in, like 8 1/4? So I got it pretty darn close. Close enough for what I'm going to do and happy enough with it all in the end. But right there, my lines are crooked. So it takes me a minute to get my lines straight. And I finally do. Newsflash. And I want to erase the mistake lines and try to make it look as if I just winged this and didn't measure and didn't have to do math and all that kind of stuff. Once it's painted, I'm going to paint this. And I got there good enough. I got there good enough. Good enough for me. And spoiler alert, I thought my reindeer were my favorites, or maybe yesterday's was my favorite. This might be my favorite. That's a good sign, a sign of a good journal. And I'm not bragging on my talents, because obviously, hello. But I'm bragging on the amount of fun I'm having. That's all I'm bragging on. And the fun factor is off the charts so far. So that's an A+ in my book. And I'm trying to stay within my lines here and paint Christmas stripes. Yeah, at 2:30 in the morning. They may not be all straight, but I'm getting there. And I'm trying to paint them in a way that I'll give one side enough time to dry. And so when I come to do the next color close to it, hopefully it doesn't blend. Now, and this is cheap acrylic for the most part. And no, that's not the Italian flag or whichever flag that is. This is my Christmas bauble, right? Right. And I chose the colors that I've been painting with a lot, mainly because those are the ones I have available. Secondly, they kind of match the cover a little bit, and I'm just having fun with these bright colors, and they keep repeating themselves in this journal, mainly because that's what I've been doing lately. So we're gonna stick with it. Stick with it. When you're not good at math and you're not good at art, you stick with what you like and what you know how to do already, which are these colors. So I've painted it, and it needs to dry. And in the meantime, while it's drying a little bit, I'm going to get the paper I've painted over the last couple days, week and a half or so, and cut out some strips that I will then have as tip ends across each section of color. As like the red paper will go over the red stripe, the pink paper will go over the pink stripe, da 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 da. And I did not dry this. Well, I couldn't turn the heat gun on for one thing because my people are all asleep. But and this one here did not have enough green in it for me. It had some variations of other colors, so I just kind of painted a piece big enough with green, and then I put some marks in it with a toilet paper roll and a poop bag holder roll. So that's not a documentary on what's happening this month in my journal. It has nothing to do with poop, pun intended. So I'm just trying to make shapes in these colors to give them a little bit of texture, because these two didn't have as much texture, I feel, as the other ones did. And I tried to add a little texture by folding the paper on itself and creating a little bit of, you know, layer effect sort of. Went in with my fingers, got yellow paint everywhere, and we'll see how that works. All right, I guess you have seen now all this stuff is dry. And my sleeves are a little bit too long, so try not to drag them through paint. I think what I want to do is I want to have flaps that open. But to do this, I'm going to have a blank side. Because if I have this here, this side's going to be blank. But I think what I want to do is write. My list is Merry Christmas and Happy New Year 2025. And each letter from that whole word phrase is my prompt. Like M for Mary is mistletoe or whatever it was. I don't even remember now. But I want to do the same thing here, but with the word cheer. But I went through many versions of what I could spell. I thought about things that are happening this month, like chill, home, everyday routine, easy, relaxed. That's our entire thesis for the whole month of December. Then I'm like, that's kind of boring. So then I thought, okay, what about food that I would eat on Christmas Day? Chocolate cherries, which were my mom's favorite. Ham, English trifle, maybe deviled eggs, eggs. Roasted turnips. I'm on a roasted turnip kick. I'm like, okay, I could do that, and I still might. But then I'm like, okay, art supplies, crayons, hole punch, ephemera, edge trimmer, like a fancy punch that has lace or whatever for the edge, ribbon, as in like trim or something. Then I thought, okay, what about beach terms since I'm at the beach? Couldn't come up with any E words at all. I had coast, high tide, reef, no E words. Then I thought about cities in South Carolina where I live, and maybe cities that I drive through to get here from our house to the beach house, or cities that I love in South Carolina, or I don't know. I have Charleston, Huntington Island State Park, which is right down the road, Edisto, Eastover, which is a city I go through on the way out of Columbia, Ridgeway. There's a lot of Revolutionary War stuff in that area. Very historical. I'm like, no, that's not working for me. So then I thought about the dog, Gunner, cute, hound dog, energy. That's as far as I got on that list. And I thought about England. I had Cotswolds, Highclere. R could be Royals. But I can't get the E's. Then I thought about color, crimson, hot pink, red for the R. Can't figure out anything with E's. I guess ecru could be one. Let me write that down in case I change my mind. I still need one more E word. If you're shouting at the screen, guys, I can't hear you. Then I thought about painters, Chagall, Hopper, Edgar Degas, Raphael. I'm like, I need another E one. I can't come up with another E. So then I just thought about other Christmas words. Christmas Carol, ho, 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 evergreen, elf, Rudolph. That's what I'm sticking with, the Christmas ones. So I thought on the back of this, and I have a very scratchy throat this morning, so I might sound a tiny bit over. It's scratchy. I already have Vicks on. Don't worry, Curtie. So then I thought, okay, so if I put this here, the yellow will cover the yellow. And then on the inside, I can write the word. For C, I have, this stupid update on my phone, Christmas Carol. So I could write out the word Christmas Carol and just repeat it. And then I would be okay with that. But to do that, Okay, first I need a straight edge. I need to get this on here. Because see, under here you would see the other color. I think I'm going to go for it. We're just going to wing it. Because, you know, I'm part bird. I'm winging everything this month. Just because it kind of, again, I give myself, like, I have to problem solve to get there. And if it's not perfect, I'm okay with it being a little less than perfect. Not a lot, but a little. And it is a little bit warmer here today. No, wrong side. Oh. No, you silly woman. All right, I need some deli paper till that dries. Okay, green. Gonna do the same thing, but I need a straight edge. Yeah, it's warmer here today, but it's very windy, so it feels as cold as it has been. This is going to show the green a little bit. Okay, we're just going to go with it. All right, so now I need to measure this very precisely. Amy Tangerine, she put out a video last night, I think it was. Wednesday night for y'all. And she took her book, this book, and used paper out of it for her December daily. I'm like, that's genius. But that's exactly what I want to print. I want to print one of these. Okay. Okay, this is a different piece of paper, and it covers the whole thing. Okay, that's good. That was an accident, but a fortunate one. Now, I'm just trying to make sure that I get it as close to the above color as possible. And we're going to deal with the yellow one here in a minute. Okay, red. This one I cut plenty big enough. And if you open it up and the hinges aren't the exact same size, how come this is sticking like that? I think I put the glue in the wrong place. We're going with it. So this is kind of like a take on what Allie Edwards did one of the first days. I think it was the second day where she did a vertical flip up. It's a little bit off kilter here. Okay. And the fact that there's a white border where the holes are does not bother me. It's almost acting like a white washi tape. That's how I see it. Okay, that one worked out right. I don't know why. Okay, that's better. All right. Pink. this a little straighter. Okay. Now, should I have done the lettering already on the other side? Perhaps. Would have been a better, smarter move, but alas, it's done. And I may have redeemed myself with the math going on here in the beginning, especially since that was like at 3 o'clock this morning when I was awake one time during the night. I think I'm going to love this. Okay, and this, oh, I used the wrong paper. Are y'all screaming at me? This was supposed to be this brighter paper. I'll never get this off now. Maybe? Let's cut this. It's easier if at least one side starts straight. Okay, I may have redeemed myself. Now, a little piece here. Then maybe by then our glue will be dry on the other side. And underneath will just be color and the word. That might look weird too, now that I'm thinking about it. I hadn't thought this part through yet. Does that surprise you? So now I want to cut off all this extra paper. And I might just draw it on here so it looks a little bit less convoluted. So far, I have steered off course from the thought processes of foundation pages that I had liked a lot and thought I could use. But I'm going with some of the same principles. Tip ups, different sizes, color. Oh my God, I love this. Voila. Voila. I might cut this a little bit because it's super wide. Okay, maybe I should write them here and leave this craft. This is still not enough. All right. Should I do it in all different colors? No. Okay, so let me get my phone and make sure I put the right words in the right place. Okay, this is Christmas Carol. Maybe I could write it big across. That's what I'll do. I'll write it big across all of it. Kind of like Diane Reevely writes, where the letters are all different sizes. Christmas. Okay, this one is Ho Ho Ho. I might try them in different colors. This one could be exaggerated a little bit. Okay, Evergreen. I don't know if this is going to show. Yes, it will. Okay. Sort of. I might get that wet down the road so it shows up a little better. Okay, oh, Elf. Let's go back in with the black marker. And I might just write it a couple times. Or do a little Now, this one is Rudolph, and it needs to be a very bright color somehow, some way. I don't think this will work on here. It's not very dark. I don't want to do black again. I do have a rainbow pencil here. Let's see if that works. This may not show up for y'all, but it is for me a little bit. All right, that's going to have to be a different color. Blue? I love that. And it looks like a bauble, to quote the English, on the outside. I love this. Okay, that's fun to have right after this one. I'm going to try the paper thing. Kertie said put cardstock behind it when I'm trying to punch on this heavy film, and it might help with a smoother hole and a stronger, easier to punch hole. Oh my gosh. So far, so good. My reason why, my title page, my reason why, my prompt list. Tomorrow is ho, ho, ho. My coffee mug, my reindeer. Oh, I didn't write the prompt on this one. Yes, I do, rejoice. Then I wrote Yule. Now this is cheer. So I think I'm going to write cheer in the middle one, the same way we wrote it inside. Oh, check. I like that. Then you can go through here and go, Christmas Carol, ho, ho, ho. Evergreen, Elf, Rudolph. It's Christmas cheer. Fun. Thanks for watching. Bye.